said to the House panel that apparently Alan Greenspan said that apparently he had made a mistake in trusting the free market. And I took offense at this because as a true free marketer, I believe that a free market and money would of course mean a separation of money and state. It would mean competing currencies. It would probably mean an emerging gold standard. But whatever it wouldn't mean, it would be a central bank, a monopoly bank, the intersection of government and corporatism, which we see in the Federal Reserve. Now, this idea that the Federal Reserve somehow embodies modern free market capitalism is very destructive. It poisons the well. It makes it impossible for people to understand the issues at stake. And as we know, going back to the founding of this country, there were always bad people, the Hamiltonians and the people that came after them that wanted a strong central bank to advance a program of nationalism, corporate welfare, and war. And this is, of course, the opposite of what those of us who really believe in freedom stand for.
Republic, not an empire.
Right, a republic. Well, yeah, sure, I'll take that. I'm an anarchist, so I'd prefer to go all the way. I think the Articles of Confederation were a sellout, but anyway. Now, since then, we've seen this misconception alongside a parallel misconception, which is kind of the opposite, but this is how the modern state enslaves us. There's the whole thesis-antithesis thing, and they meet in the middle, and we have corporate socialism. Now, we've heard from the beginning that the Fed was also there to help the little guy and to keep the big banks in line. This was the lie that was used in 1913 when Woodrow Wilson, that progressive monster and warmonger, signed the Federal Reserve Act. In 1913, when he signed the Federal Reserve Act into law, the idea was all the big businesses would be regulated, it would stop the instabilities, it would stop the panics. But we all know here, I'm sure, that who was it that came up with this idea? Jekyll Island. 3 years earlier, it was the First National Bank, National City Bank, J.P. Morgan, Conan Lubin. It was all of the big banks that created the Fed. So we have two kind of misconceptions working at once. That the Fed is the apex of free market capitalism, but that it's also the representation of progressivism in the sense of helping the